Welcome back to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War England Campaign, episode the 83rd with me, Skwalker. And when we left off, we had done a few battles. We'd stopped the Polish from seizing Breslau. We then killed some Imperials in the mountains. And then we took Rome, and well, now the Imperials are down to being a one-province faction. How's that for them? But we are just about at the end of this turn. There isn't really anything left for us to do apart from go to the next turn. So there are still things to do. A few cities are experiencing some horrible unrest, but I'm doing what I can here. In fact, if we put this town on a growth build policy, it might get a little less sulky. But my excommunication has not done, you know, a lot to keep people happy. In fact, we need to get these walls repaired as well, and the ballista towers repaired. Only because, yeah, I've got to do what repairs I can, since the Pope really did bugger that town up a bit. Venice, what's getting you down, by the way? Everything's getting Venice down. In fact, you know what, Milan, just because it's going to cost a lot of money to do those ballista towers. Oh, well, I can't put anything nice there. I was going to say that might help us out, but it's not going to help us out. Yeah. Well, I've still got 1,000 florins left to spend. So, yeah, taking Rome was a pretty nice move for us. You know what, I'm actually going to spend the last of this money recruiting some cogs, because I need to keep on recruiting within this area, because, well, I need ships, and the enemy has lots of ships, and kind of making me not very hip. Still, yeah, we're pretty much at the end of this turn, so we are going to be moving on to the next turn pretty much now. In fact, there's no rebels left for me to kill, at least no rebels that I can reach, so yeah, I've got units moving around here and there, but really my big concern right now is we may get attacked again, but really Cagliari is where it's all at right now. The Sicilians have landed an army and are probably going to siege me. In fact, Admiral Jasper, if I could get you landed in Rome right now, you may be called upon to help us out. But then again, maybe I could bring down Admiral Jobst. Yeah, you know what, bring down Admiral Jobst. Let's get rid of the Imperial naval presence here for now. Okay, we should be able to bring this guy down. Thank you. And he sailed off somewhere very far away, right? Head back to the docks, merge what you can, and await further orders from me. But that made Admiral Jasper a competent sailor, by the way. And now, Spain and the Byzantines here was like, damn, how dare he try to take control of his waters. Except the Byzantines are just being an arse-sake, because, yeah, they're just being what they are. Oh yeah, I have gun hawks as well. The gun hawks are not doing too well, by the way. Anyway, like I said, we are going to go on to the next turn. There isn't really anything left for us to do, so let's just mosey on down, see if anything interesting happens, and if it does, let's see what we can do to act on it. By the way, Admiral Nicholas, you need to be merging up with Mr. Garrett. Oh, wait, it's one of these guys. Oh, you too special. Like, Garrett, just stop existing. There we go. That wasn't so hard, was it? Didn't need to waste my time with that menu. I want to get Anthony actually combined into this one, so I've got Admiral Lope going around here, but yeah. He's got these weird war galleys, actually. He's going a bit Mediterranean, but oh well. For now, they're not doing me any harm, but I need to be wary of the Spanish. I suspect they have more of a navy than I do, and have been known to use their navies to transport troops here and there. But for now, let's worry about other things, such as how is everyone going to react to everything I've done this turn? Well, hitting this hourglass will show us everything. By the way, here's what we know about Pamplona. It's a citadel and it's badly defended.
The enemy lays siege to our people, sire.
Right, nothing of extreme interest there. Well, Maurice Talbot wants to marry him, by the way. Amika of Westbury wants to basically have her husband, and look, I'm sorry, he's 56. He's pretty much dead. And Dublin would like the Master Explorers Guild. And when I sit here and begin a turn with 30,000 florins, I have to say, yeah, bugger it, have your Explorers Guild. Venice is still experiencing rioting, however, but it looks like from the upgraded public order, they've finally got it out of their system. See, we just needed to do a bit of venting. In fact, before we even do that, merge them up, then retrade them. There we go. And repair the town hall, please. Right. Let's jump through our notifications then and see what's what, and we'll deal with this little thing in a minute, because that was really the only major occurrence during this end turn. Trait increase. So Ouncel Mantle is now adept at his job. Good. He's just currently observing Spanish positions here before I decide whether or not I'm going to really invade. I feel like I want to invade, but at the same time, I'm pretty close to my territory quota. I've got 38 territories now out of 45, so I mean, I just genuinely just don't really want to invade, but if I have to, I have to, but I think for now I'll just hold a strong frontier against them. I don't really hold the Spanish in contempt, if anything, so I think a deal may still be brokered, especially when I get rid of their allies, that are the Imperials, but looks like we've got a new guy going around here, Admiral Carolinga. He also called me a pig farm, therefore it's an instant assassination.
You have a target.
But it's only a 26% chance. Maybe killing off a Sicilian merchant would be nice, but that isn't going to happen.
You have a target.
We could just murder a Sicilian princess, which seems really bad of me, but at the same time it'd stop them from suddenly making the Hungarians their ally, because that's what might, you know, that's what she might be up to. In fact, where do the Hungarians sit with me? We care so little about them. In fact, they technically aren't supposed to like me. Well, they don't like me, actually. And they're already allied to Hungary and Sicily. So, to be honest, Hungary already hates me, so killing off a princess doesn't really seem worth my time, and I'd rather kill off Edmund and Carolinga, but then again, the chances are so low, and you still need your practice. Kill a princess to see what you do. No, you escaped fast. That was a lot of screaming. Still, good job. Good assassination. Just killed the princess and we'll probably get blamed for it, but oh well. Still, that being said, successful assassination, which gave him a trait increase. I gave him 3 murder, actually, so
Who do you want?
yeah, he's getting better now. And the trait decrease, by the way, King Thomas is losing his nobility. Well, he just sits in Iverness, ignoring the world, because that's where he will be forever. That being said, agent detected. A spy was detected from the Imperials and executed. I suspect he was currently in Venice. Cagliari is under siege. We will be dealing with that. End of turn report. Oh my god, just look at that. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I think we might have just become the best faction. Mission failed. Oh yeah, I didn't blockade Durazzo because I couldn't be bothered. And it was too far away. By the way, oh come on, Maggot, really, or Maggot? Look, you can't dress that name up. The Maggot of West Derby's been born, as well as Jackmina Payne. Lose, by the way, feels appreciated. Joffrey Chamberlain also feels respected. Gregory of Westbury has found himself some lovely armour. Aston Spiner, an overseer. And Godwin Lose, a military engineer. Right. By the way, Nottingham, there's some retraining to do. Any merging to do quickly? There we go, that's some merging done. Right, start doing your retraining. Construction report, Dublin has upgraded to a large stone one. It's just acquired its Master Explorers Guild. Start tapping it. Oh, actually, if you... No, you've already got a dock. Still a lot we could build here. Let's start tapping into your mineral wealth and get some mines set up. Breslau has an inn, so well done, Breslau. There's still a few other things you could look at. That siege workshop, like, that'd be good. Great market for more money. Yeah, I like the idea of that. Get a great market set up so we can get more money. Jacko now has a blacksmith. You can start working on being upgraded to the next level then. Milan's done its repairs as well, as has Rome. Good going. Right, recruitment report by Vera. Rennes has recruited some town militia. Milan some archer militia and some heavy build militia. Breslau some archer militia, spear militias. Cagliari some dismounted feudal knights and longbow men. Jacko a cog. Prague some archer militia and spear militia. Good, right. Generally good recruitment across the board. Right. Still not a lot I can do in Rennes right now. Maybe if Michelle Berkeley was a better bloody governor, we wouldn't be having this issue. We'll build something nice in Rennes after. Paris, you're always in a bad mood. Start working on a cathedral. That'll quell the religious people who are in a bad mood. And Milan.
Have you come to negotiate?
No, I'm not negotiating with the Mongolians at the minute, or you. I'm not negotiating with any of you, because you two are not worth my time at this moment in time. And Milan, you're doing alright, but keep on with the retraining, please, because he's still got a lot of units to replenish. Right, Captain Howard, you were chasing down some rebels, but they seem to have vanished, except I know where they've vanished. They've basically gone into a forest to hide and be, you know, spring a nasty surprise. So go and find them, and then continue your path towards Vienna. Is it still a ambush when you technically know where they are? I guess it wasn't. I guess they tried. No, path blocked. Alright.
My lord.
They've put themselves what looks like they might be up a hill, but alright, we'll march up that hill and we'll just beat the shit out of them. He won't just move in and kill this guy, except he's probably going to run away, isn't he?
As you wish, sire.
Yep, I suspect as much. He'll just run
The day
away.
is ours, sire.
And it's still going to be a foresty hill battle, but now I might get to be at the top of the hill.
War
So,
then, sire.
thanks for surrendering what could have been a tactically superior position. I will remember to thank you later, except I won't. Okay, so let's get rid of Captain Aston, the traitor then. So strength ratio is 2-to-1 in my favour. Went through his army yesterday. It's a lot of archers, some longbowmen, some knights. Annoyingly, they have got a good armor. So basically, I'm fighting myself, but I think I should know how to beat myself because I'm woefully terrible at this game. Ha ha ha. Look, my longbowmen will just beat up whatever they've got because I've got superior longbowmen. My spears should be able to counter them. My dismounted English knights should cleave through their armour, and my knights will make a very, very good flanking force. See, wait, let's fight this on the battle map and, well, take down those who think it's okay to rebel and betray me.
To arms, men! Form up.
What is it with all the fog in these lands? Let us try and change this situation. There we go, that's better. I love this way, but it's such a lifesaver. Right, start the deployment.
Units, await my order.
Now, what a view from this hill, or like mini mountain really. Like, imagine being at the top of this mountain and look at all of that you can see. You can see the entire battlefield from here, where my enemy will be hiding, and they basically have two battlefields they can choose from. They could either be clever and use the forest, or they could be idiots and deploy out in the open. To be honest, it could be a toss-up. They could actually be really smart or really stupid. So instead of assuming, let's just play it down the middle. That being said, my approach is somewhat complicated this time around because of the cliffs. So we're gonna have to probably march down either this way or this way. This looks like an easier way to get down, really. I suspect the enemy's going to deploy here. This way is also just as good, but I genuinely think the enemy's going to deploy more on this side towards the forest because that seems like a tactically superior position. So let's get our catapults up front because they'll be the ones who will be delivering the initial hurt on the enemy, and then naturally the longbowmen will be following up, except the longbowmen always go slightly ahead. So let's get the catapults pushed back a little bit. Longbows, look, there isn't that much in regards to enemy missile strength, so you don't need to be in the biggest numbers in the world. So if you could just, you can keep it tight today, but either way, if you just march forward, and you can put your stakes out if you want, you don't really need to. And tell you what, just bring the regular longbows with you. I know then basically, you know, they're a class below you, but they're still longbowmen, they're still good archers, and they're still here to help you, so get them with you. Then we'll need 2 units of levy spearmen. We'll pair them off, so we'll have 2 on one flank, and then we'll have 2 on the other flank, or 3 on the other flank, because it's actually 2 to 3. And that should keep the enemy knights in check. Then we'll get the English knights in the centre. Pretty much the same deployment, by the way, as the last time we used this last episode. So, yeah, basically, if you are getting deja vu, then well done. You catapults, you're here, and that is how you should always be deployed. And then we will pair up the heavier cavalry with each other. Hobilars, they're really only good for picking off and chasing down a few units. They're too weak to be of any combat effectiveness this time around. Either way, let's just march in and do this one. And the enemy actually chooses the tactically inferior position because I think they just did that because they knew it would annoy me. Alright, lads. Get down there then, and we'll start the battle from there. And while I do the whole massive shuffle, because, well, this is going to be a big shuffle, I've basically got to do the width of the battlefield and then go down the hill. I will see you when I've done this absolute ball ache of a move around. Okay, so because some units weren't listening, there's actually been a slight change in plan. So I've got the majority of my units now just still moving into position. But the artillery's chosen to come down this way, and we can make use of that because we've still got some good areas for hitting. So our artillery's going to line up here now. The Hobilars will be looking after them. And the spearmen will now change formation, and they will be looking after these guys exclusively. So they're going to guard my artillery positions, and we are in position to fire, or at least they said we're in position to fire. They're still moving forward, so they're actually colossal liars. That being said, I've still got the longbowmen to move into position, but they're getting closer and closer to being in a position where we can start firing. So we are going to start moving them down the hill, but we have pretty much caught the attention of the main enemy force now. Artillery has just started opening fire now. So spears, if you could just get into a position where you're able to defend them, please, because the enemy might get a bit on the aggressive side because of what I'm up to. Where is my cavalry, by the way? My cavalry is over here. So cavalry, if you get yourselves positioned so you can start coming down, please. But there we go, already getting some good hits off there. Right, artillery, if we can start trying to smash into their archers and try and take out their knights, that'd be most preferable. Some of our archers have decided to start picking on us though, so maybe actually we can try and get some hits off on the archers, because right now all I can do is have my spearmen grit their teeth and hope that their shields are made out of good quality wood. That being said, yeomen, start picking on them as well. You yeomen pick on the archers who are attacking my other positions. You yeomen start hitting here, and you lot start volleying off their archers. And you lot just try and hit some of their units deeper in the area. Do have an elevation advantage, which has probably given me superior range, so we'll be able to get a few more shots off before they even start counter volleying, because my units are superior anyway and have better attack and better missiles. I think we'll be doing fine. Some of our archers are already starting to run away. By the way, start hitting their levy spearmen, please. We'll bring down these traitors still. Feudal Knights, keep it clean, keep it PG right now, just start marching around that area. Right, remaining spears, if you want to just position yourselves here and await further orders, same goes with dismounted English Knights. Right now the enemy is just kind of in a position where I can just basically pick on them for a while. I am taking some missile damage, but right now it's pretty minor, and it seems that overall, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of their guys getting absolutely smashed by me, so we're already heavily reducing their effectiveness. Catapults make life harder for them, and you lot just keep trying to hit their positions over here, please. I mean, just because they've turned invisible because there's some slightly tall grass nearby doesn't mean they're invincible. Remember, invincibility is not the same as invisibility. I can still basically crush them to death with a big flaming rock. We'll be doing that for definite, right? Still, there we go. Life's going to get harder for the archer militia now. They're just going to feel my full wrath. Try and hit the ones that are basically more of a threat, though. The longbowmen are probably the only unit that could actually be a credible threat, because they do have anti-armor missiles, which could make my life a little hard. In fact, longbowmen, show why you're better, longbowmen, by being loyal to me and killing off these so-called pretenders who think they can yield the English longbow, but not under my name. So I saw a good shot over there. I think we might have just burned off a few more enemies. Got a few more lads just coming in here, just trying to have a go at it. Luckily my yeomen are keeping it under control. They're just bringing them down. And ooh, oh, come on, lads. Expect better shots for that, please, artillery. I know you can do it. I mean, oh, hang on. That looks like a good shot. Ooh, close. Oh, hang on. There we go. Good shots there. Definitely saw a few of them get, yep. That's a few of them singed off. Right, good. Right, how are we doing? You lot should be focusing on this unit. You lot should focus on this unit. You lot focus on these longbows here and longbows here. You start focusing on getting rid of some of their left spears, because they are also another irritation that exists. Those who are down to basically just one unit, they're not worth our time. And actually, in fact, you know what? Use the really funnily tiny unit, and they can basically just pick off whatever's left. They can be snipers. I doubt it works like that, but we'll see if it happens anyway. Right. Yeah, look, their archer militia numbers have dropped to pretty poor levels now, whereas my archers have managed to remain in relatively good stead in regards to numbers. Our losses have been pretty low overall, in fact. Just one or two dead men here and there, but not everywhere. And I've just got all the missiles. Oh, dear, the horses have disappeared. What a shame. Oh well. Artillery, just start hitting this mailed knight, then you might hit something else by accident. I mean, so we get something funny there, and there we go. Damn, looks like we hit something that somehow catches fire. Good. That makes my life easier once more. Right, starting English Knights. You took a while getting to this party, didn't you? Oh well. They're coming. I think I just never really issued them a move order. That's the problem, but oh well. Let's let those bygones be bygones, because right now these guys are, well, we're saying bye to them because soon they'll be gone. Right. Keep up missiles. It's a lovely sight, by the way, up on this hill, just watching them just going around and root. Oh, there we go. There's a few more guys just wiped out. Artillery, I'm not... Well, artillery, you can keep hitting these guys. You keep hitting these guys. But I think this is just about it for us right now. We're just basically just sat here. What are you guys up to?
They have lost half their men.
Keep a guarding formation. You do not need to unnecessarily bring your unit forward, please. That is not what I do here. Keep back, because you don't want to get shot in the back of the head by one of your own comrades, eh? And just keep trying to ping off whatever you can. In fact, it looks like the enemy infantry is coming up to say hello now. Artillery, try and hit them while they've suddenly become visible, because that's basically a very short period of time that we're going to be able to see them. Yeoman, start putting some pressure on them as well. See if you can hit them while they're on the move. The enemy archers are, well, they're done. We've proven our dominance here, and while I have few missiles left, I definitely have enough to start, you know, hewing down the numbers of their infantry and cavalry now. But as far as we can tell in terms of archers, they've given up and gone home for the day, so now this is where my missiles are just free to cause chaos unhindered, and there we go. You guys are taking on very thick Italian accents all of a sudden. Oh, let's face it, I'll levy these guys from this area, so they're not going to have English accents just yet. That being said, it is all going wrong for the enemy here. I'm just seeing arrows just going in. I'm hearing the sounds of death, pain, misery. It's beautiful when it happens to people who don't belong to my faction. There we go. That's what you are, people, non-belongers. Oh, and by the way, it is not a good day for these build knights. They're just getting shredded. That being said, it's probably because they're being hit on their unarmoured side. The side that doesn't have a shield designed for blocking arrows. One would think that these guys would suddenly use this as an opportunity to become left-handed, but they've decided that is not going to happen. But then again, I think this is that weird period in time where if you were left-handed, you were basically considered to be the equivalent of Satan, which means I wouldn't last long in the Middle Ages because I am also left-handed. So there's your fun fact of the day, just to fuel my personal narcissism. Artillery, by the way, we could be doing better than you're doing right now, because right now you're not doing brilliant. I mean, come on. I expect better out of you. I really, really do. And my God, it's just not a good day for this mailed cavalry, by the way. I mean, look at that. Almost gone. I mean, that's just a few more of them just getting absolutely slaughtered there. Look, only one unit really needs to worry about them. I need you lot now just playing with these levy spears. You keep focusing on the mailed knights, so you're basically shooting them in the back. Oh, you guys are out of ammo now, actually, aren't you? Right. You can withdraw from battle if you want. Just get out of here if you want. If you're going to withdraw in the correct direction, except for not, and are going to run. Alright, just hold your position. But you guys are out of ammo. These guys are also now out of ammo, so that's a shame. You lot are just about out of ammo. Oh, look, yeah, we've got those guys left. See if we can get some shots in them very quickly, please, while we have them visible, because they're basically the only unit that's come out of this one quite well. I think the enemy might actually just run away at this point, but oh well. Still, I'm going to let what happens here. We're just going to let our archers just try and finish them off. And then really, once we're out of ammunition, which is just really now on these longbow men, they're the last ones with any ammunition. I'm just going to let the artillery just finish off their bits, actually, because you know what, they've still got ammunition. I've killed 89% of this enemy army, and we haven't had a single melee engagement. That is what I like to call, well, missile fuckdom, and that's all my archers done, by the way. They've spent their ammunition. Good job, longbows. You've proven yourselves to be very fine soldiers, and I see quite a bit of XP was gained across the board. Pull back to the back of my army and await further orders. Right now, the artillery's just gonna fire off a few more clumsy shots. Let them wear themselves out. There's only like what, 2 units of archer militia left. But yeah, see if the artillery could just snipe anything. Like if it just happened to do so, then that's fine by me. And that being said, that guy's trying to be quite brave. Send a unit of feudal knight. No, send a unit of mailed knights. Bring him down. Oh, actually no, don't bother. Don't bother. They're running away. They're gonna stand with the rest of their army. Let them do that. Right, artillery. You know what you're doing. Just keep trying to hit what you can here. there's a pretty low chance for them to hit anything now because it's pretty much just all like, you know, very small numbers of units. In fact, I think we could probably just win this one by having my spearmen come forward. And by that I mean I'm just going to send these guys forward because you know what, these are smaller units and they could just basically sweep it in one go. Still, I'm just going to let the artillery finish this one off and then we're going to... Ooh, good shot by the way. But I'm just going to let the artillery finish this one off and then we're moving in.
The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base cur to hell.
Ooh, that was painful, and well, that's just about it for the enemy army, unfortunately. Everything else has run away, and there's now just this one unit of mailed knights left, and I could let my catapults cruelly do it, but they're just going to be clumsy and inaccurate. Spears, get yourselves in there. You may as well have something fun to do. By the way, I lost 3% of my army in this one. I think that was just the few longbow men who unfortunately passed away during the initial archer versus archer duel, but we pretty much owned that bit, so yeah. Still, spearmen are just going to walk in. I mean, they're kind of just blundering around in the dark, but...
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
You know what? They've been through enough. Let them run away.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Well, not the most hands-on battle I've ever fought, but that was mainly because I let the yeoman archers do it, and, well, the numbers reflect it. 203, 219, 290, and 188, and the catapults, they did quite well as well. That being said, so XP was gained, not as much as I thought that was gained, but oh well. Still, Eddie's chevron is a good chevron, apart from when its chevron's being taken away, but you know what? Good job, men. That's that little rebellion put down, but I think you've convinced me of your army's abilities to go forth and take down the final Imperial stronghold. So that's where they're going.
The day is ours, sire.
Okay, Howard, merge whatever you can, and you will now be making your way to Vienna, please.
By your command.
And that being said, I need a new spy in this area. So Prague, if you could please provide. I don't think I have any other spies. In fact, I'm going to double check now. Make sure I don't have any. Let's see, what spies do I have? I've got my spy in Pamplona, and I've got my spy in Alexandria, and I've got a spy in Tunis. Actually, I have one in Innsbruck, right. Hubert, get your bum over to Vienna, please. I need you to watch the Imperials, but as it stands, they're weak, and I suspect that would have been the case. The Emperor himself must be somewhere, though. He's gone for a wander. But as far as my intelligence reports, this is in fact the final city that the Imperials control, so once that's it, that's it. Unless we happen to kill the Emperor first, and I don't think it's this guy, but if it is, then it is. Right, anyway, other things that we need to do before the end of this turn. Well, we need to have a look at Cagliari now. Oh, wait, we've got rebels to kill. Sorry, Cagliari! I've got to kill these rebels. Right, let's get this one over and done with. I was just basically going to try and blow them up with a cannon, and this time I won't be... Well, actually, I will be sat around and pinging them off with my arrows, but hey, that's life. Where are you lot off to, by the way, Captain John? Oh, I'll deal with you later. For now, Captain Pierre, you may outnumber me, and your units are vaguely interesting, as you've got one interesting unit of feudal knights, but the rest are peasants, crossbowmen, and some Swiss pikes. But you know what? I feel like we can beat them. Well, I say that, but Swiss pikes are well renowned in the real world for being some of the finest that have ever existed. So yeah, they've got a lot of things that they can do, and they've got good morale and good stamina, but can they stand up to an endless barrage of archers and cannonballs? Let's find out! In we go!
Muster your courage, men! The time for battle has come. But it is not my way to send men into needless peril or throw lives away. Be assured, I will not ask any more of you than I would ask of myself. I ask only that you fight with honor and do not turn your back to the foe. Together, then, we will have victory, for such is to my taste and my custom in battle. These rebellious knaves and villains are not fit to breathe the same air as we honest Englishmen. They must all die before dawn comes again. This is a mercy, because they richly deserve the gallows for turning against their betters. And so we must drink, shed a little blood now. Our foes are waiting, but when we have done that, I have a very nice tun of finest claret that needs our attention.
The general just confessed to being a vampire. Right, anyway, let's just hit that fog switch off button. Ooh, we made the sky a bit darker, but oh well, we can live with that. Right, let's get deploying. So it's a bit mountainous today, which yeah, I think we all know where the enemy's going to deploy this time, and it's going to be up that hill. And again, I think they may deploy somewhere around here. Or, well, I hope they deploy somewhere. If they somehow deploy up that mountain, then, well, I'm not even going to entertain this battle, but yeah, they're limited for space, and we're going to take advantage of that. I mean, we already have this lovely hill where we're going to position our cannon, which will be sat here, and it'll just basically be sat here burping out cannonballs and making life hell for the enemy. Same goes with the catapult, that'll also be sat here and also just making life hell for the enemy. And my archers will also be doing the same thing and making life hell for the enemy. That being said, archers, you're going to deploy... I'm going to deploy them here because I think that's where there might be more enemies for them to take out. You need to be wary to not position them in front of the cannon because it has a low firing arc. You two are just going to be there. Spearmen will probably make their focus on taking out the enemy knights who are on horseback, but general will probably be helped out against them. And in terms of those Swiss pikes, by the way, my main priority is we're just going to blow them up with artillery as much as possible, then the billmen will basically just walk around to their flank and then just cave their heads in. But until then, they'll start the battle, and yeah, the enemy's basically... They're basically trying to make the best of a bad situation here. Cannon, open fire, please. Catapult, get yourself into a position where you can help out. Archers, the enemy may be coming to us. I'm not entirely sure, so just rotate your position a little bit. But I want you to hold your position. If the enemy comes towards us, that's fine. We'll take them out at that point. In fact, you lot can already start shooting some peeps, so start taking down some of their peasants. You start taking down their crossbow men. Oh, by the way, guarding formation. No one is to go forward unnecessarily. If the enemy runs away, they run away. Simple as that, really. And they are firing non-flaming shots, by the way, my guys. But to be honest, I don't think they really need to be going all out on the flaming shots. Right. Anyway, the enemy's just kind of trying to make its mind up where it's going to deploy. So for now, I'll hold my position. The cannon's doing what it can, by the way, and yes, I know I'm using the more inaccurate fire shots today, but I think when they impact, they can do actually so much damage, so we'll let them do what they can. But, you know, it's an early cannon, you know, it's the first of its kind. It's not going to be the absolute biggest sniper in the world, but you know what, when it hits, well, it fucking hits. Simple as that, really. By the way, archers, did I ever give you permission to go for fire arrows? I probably did by accident, but I'd rather you didn't, please. That being said, make those crossbowmen your main objective iron, please, except they are running away again, but that's fine. If they want to just come in and out like some sort of tide, that's fine by them, but a lot of them just did not do too well against those missiles there. That's their numbers just slipping quite badly, and another volley's incoming now. But look, some peasants will be coming into... Ooh, good shot there, by the way. That looked painful, right. Catapult try and target their peasants. The crossbowmen are trying to come back into it, but luckily since I'm concentrating my fire over here, the enemy's decided that they'll just concentrate all their forces over there, so the peasants are getting involved now, and they're going to start losing their numbers soon. Yeah, this is going very well for us, in fact. One unit of archers, start making those peasants your focus. They're deciding that they're going to try and be brave and run forward, but as it stands, it's not really working out for them. Cannon, you make the peasants your focus. One well-placed shot, it will be the end of them. Catapult, if you could try and make the Swiss pikes your main point of focus. And archers, I need one of you wiping out the crossbowmen wherever they may be. And the other two of you, if you could try and start numbing down the Swiss pikes, please. They need to be something that we're rid of now. Because well, actually we don't even... Oh, that didn't look good for them. And that wasn't good for those feudal knights, by the way. I'm glad that they're getting weakened. But yeah, the Swiss pikes, while they're not even wearing any armour that's of any discernible quality, the enemy's actually just running forward, right? Lads, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. Spears, get forward, bills, get forward. The enemy's decided about they're going to be really impatient. Just get into this one. Cavalry, come forward, please. Right. Oh, what killed him? Oh, I think he just got stabbed by his own.
Troops will lose their will to fight.
Oh, by the way, cannon, that was just a simply beautiful point-blank shot I just saw you pull off there. And the entire enemy army is just running away. I think that was because one clumsy Swiss pikeman just accidentally jabbed the general up the arse and killed him.
We will smash the enemy.
Alright, the enemy's on the run. Melee infantry, let's just finish this one off now. The only unit that has managed to stay in this battle, in fact, is the Swiss pikemen, and I've already have a plan for dealing with them. As you can see, my 2 units are basically just going in for what we just like to call the incredibly simple flank, and they're all running away, right? The only unit that is now in are the feudal knights, that's fine. Units, form up, I'm going to wait further orders. Cannon, you can come back now. Peasant archers, I'm sorry that I made you run across the entire battlefield, by the way. If you want to come back, that's absolutely fine. General's bodyguard, just jump in and slam dunk the enemy captain, please. I'm sending some spears to help you. Billman, if you could just give pursuit to whatever's left of the enemy army, please. Spears, quicker you get in there, by the way, the better chance my general's going to have for survival. I'm sure he'll do fine, but it's on one of those weird battlefields where my perspective warps and it looks weird. And it starts giving me a headache, and I already have a headache, so I don't want it to evolve into a super headache. And with one.
Pursue and run down.
Kill what you can. Still, where are the corpses from that? I mean, look at that. That was quite impressive what that cannon did there. It just basically blasted some units point blank, and well, that was the end of that. Just a good job overall from my army there. We were doing quite well. Many of them just went for that mad dash forward like they always do, but I think we held our own there, and well, we just did what we could really. Still, those rebels are gone, and now I guess I can finally pay attention to what's going on in Cagliari, because that's something I really should be paying attention to.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Good job, men. 12 losses. I'm happy with that.
Glory, honor, victory!
I'm glad you enjoyed having those 3
Hail,
things,
my
Toby.
king.
Alright, for your next mission, should you choose to accept it, not that you ever get a choice, you're going to govern Milan
honor,
for a little
sire.
bit. Milan needs a governor, and
shall
I'm sure you'll be a good
continue
person to do it. Captain John, you need to be in
Yes.
Bern, by the way, and you can get some retraining underway, so there you go, that retraining's underway. Yeomans will have to go to
By your
Staufen for
command.
their retraining, but
March
maybe
to
it's time we
exhaustion,
upgraded the
sire.
archery range here, so let's do
Continuing
that
later.
for now. Because that need has been highlighted. And then a trait increase, by the way. Toby has now gained additional command, and he also feels appreciated, so he's getting his loyalty up, so happy for him. Right, next objective of this turn, because there are so many objectives, we are going to deal with the attack at Cagliari. So it looks like some of the Sicilians wandered off, by the way. It looks like numbers are not on their side, but what have they thrown at me?
Honorably, my worthy foe.
I don't like it when I'm attacking an enemy where I don't know anything about them, and that's what concerns me. They could attack next turn, and to be honest, the army I have might be good enough defensively. I'll give the Sicilians 1 turn to siege me. If they don't attack by then, we will just simply have to escalate the issue. That being said, if you could be ready to intercept any incoming Sicilian transports, that may try to get in my way, but let Cagliari have 1 more turn of siege. I think if they do try to attack my army, should take it on defensively, but actually, you know what, maybe if you could sail up and maybe peep their men. I don't know, maybe if you just sail really close, just have a look out the window.
Honorably, my worthy foe.
That's fine. I just don't want to, because the Sicilians are a relatively new foe to me, and we haven't learned too much about their strategies, their patterns and all that. It just doesn't seem right that I would march out into the unknown. Though that being said, I still have the balance of power, so maybe I could get away with selling forth this time. Yeah, you know what? When there's a very big discernible difference, I think I might actually just be able to pull it off. Yeah, you know what? Let's not just shilly-shally. Let's just get these lads out there and let's have a go at it. Because you know what? It looks like they haven't sent the biggest army in the world, so. And I've got fairly decent troops looking after this area. All right, get out there and defend Cagliari, please.
Marching to war.
And if he runs away, then we know it's definitely a weak army that they've sent. Okay, so we are fighting Vitale Carboni and Captain Bernardo. Strength ratio is 5-4 in my ratio, and I can't do night attacks because it's just Captain Perkin and his 1,001 men. Vitale, oh yeah, they didn't really send anything good. So yeah, Vitale has brought forward 3 units of peasants who will be skewered by my longbowmen. 1 unit of, well, half a unit of armoured sergeants, and 2 units of these dismounted Norman's High Knights. they're still new to me, and it looks like they wear heavy mail armor, so they're going to be hard for my longbow men to take down. They'll have a good go at it, and their anti-armor missiles will be useful, but I think they'll tank quite a bit of it, a bit like what we saw with the Spanish chivalrics, but we'll see what happens there. As for Captain Bernardo, it's two peasants, right? It's a peasant army, right? That being said, Mr. Carboni totally lacks spears, cavalry. They should just be able to run this one up into the ground. So, lads, get out there and just sally forth. Turns out, what should have been a strong host to take back their lovely island was just some farmers they dragged out of their barns to mooch around on my island and try and get a free holiday, I guess.
The troops are assembled.
Okay, so here we are, defending Cagliari. I haven't really done a lot with the castle, by the way, since coming here, because there hasn't been a lot I can do. I haven't had the time to do too much upgrading, but you know what, it's still a lovely castle, and it's still my castle. Right, anyway, that being said, there's the enemy army of peasants over there. How are we going to deploy? Well, longbowmen will go first, and they will basically go forward, and they will start blasting the enemy to bits. So, longbows, I need to make sure you've deployed properly. So, one unit goes here. Oh, God, yeah, once more. Deploying in cities and castles is so bloody fun in this game. How am I going to do this one? Right, look, everyone, can you, like, deploy in this area of the city where I can ignore you, and you're not in the way, basically. Right, lads, can we go here? No, why can't we go here? Now, we can go there, at least, right. So I've got one unit of longbows here, and then I'm just basically going to make you all like kind of morph into each other. So there we go. So longbows, you're all here, and you're going to be the first lads out. Second lads out, it's going to be the dismounted feudals. Now I could send out the billmen, and the billmen will play into this one, but the issue is if the dismounted Norman knights want to get in this battle early, I want a tough unit who can kind of meet them on the battlefield somewhat capably. I think they might outrank my dismounted feudals slightly, but they'll be able to still go toe-to-toe with them with relative ease. And then cavalry will just deploy somewhere. I'll just let the cavalry deploy here and we'll bring them out later. There, like cavalry, you go here. I'll deploy you later on in the battle. Billman, you're here. Right, let's get this one underway.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in gallantry.
Right, the other peasants are at the other side of the battlefield, so they will be dealt with later. For now, longbowmen, make your way out here to this farmstead, and this is where we'll make our move. So, get out here and prepare to bring a lot of fire down on the enemy. You lot get out here, and you know what, actually, knights, I am going to need you outside fairly soon, because they do have a general's bodyguard. That's really the only unit that's going to be of key concern to me, because he might prove a bit difficult to bring down. By the way, Billman, I've got a new use for you. Walk to the other side of my city, or my castle, sorry, if there is a gate that lets you out. And why can't I view my own castle? That is really bloody annoying. Look, there's a gatehouse over there, lads. If you could go over there, you can go out and try and bring down those random peasants over there. That'd be quite useful to me. In fact, you can have the Hobilars come with you as well. The Hobilars will probably do it very, very well. Hobilars, if you could just get yourselves over there, please, that'd be really useful to me. So get yourselves over there, and I will deal with you soon. Right, good. Enemy is trying to deploy. Oh, yeah, we're basically at the coastline, by the way. Yeah, Cagliari is very close to the sea, by the way. Still, everyone knows where we're going. We're going to get our men out there, ready to start doing what is basically, this is a very missile themed episode. It's basically the episode where we're just gonna, you know, just barrage everything we can with missiles. Still, deploy up at this road, please, and just maintain formation and start hitting what you can, please. So, I want to make your key target the dismounted Norman knights. They're the ones who absolutely need to be brought down. Knights, make sure you're up close and personal as well, just in case the enemy decides to, you know, bring the fight to us, because I suspect they will. Mailed knights, yeah, mailed knights are on their way, so that's fine. Right, enemy's charging forward. No, wait. Are they, they're kind of charging forward. kind of not, but not too committed to it right now. Alright, Longbow men, just keep it going as long as you can. No skirmishing, by the way. Skirmish when I give the order. Right. Our lads are doing really well so far. Their numbers are getting cut down, but yeah, that's a definite charge. Right, Longbow men, pull back. Pull back and get behind the knights, please. Yeah, they've just issued a charge order. Right. Still, I've just basically removed the unit that they were after, but lads, you should be able to absorb the charge there. Longbows, maintain formation. The enemy isn't that committed to charging us down, actually. That's fine. If they don't want to be committed to charging us down, let them do so, because now my men are in a safer position and they can start hitting those dismounted Norman knights, because they're the ones I really want to be hitting. Already quite a few dead bodies rocking up, by the way, so I'm happy with that. Many of the dismounted Norman knights basically already wiped out their key unit. Right, Hobilars, thank you for joining me out in this battlefield. Look, I have a very simple job for you. Get out of the city, find and kill those enemy peasants, and let me know when you're done, please. Simple as that, really. That's all they need to be doing. Right. How are we going over here? The enemy army is just basically getting rained upon with my missiles, and one of you try and target the armoured sergeants, by the way. They need to be dealt with. Still, this one's down to 55 now, and the other one is... I think the other one's been wiped out now. No, wait, it's down to 11, right. I'm going to leave that one alone, because it's now at a position where it's basically of no threat to me. So let's start trying to whittle off some peasants. I'd try and take down a general's bodyguard. Actually, no, we should take down a general's bodyguard. What am I saying? Yeah. By the way, lads, why did you come so far forward? Actually, you guys can take down a general's bodyguard then. You move forward, though, just to provide them with a cover, just in case the enemy decides that they want to melee me in retribution for it. Knights, if you get there. Hobilars, how you doing? Your stamina's already starting to take a bit of a hit from all the running. Look, don't exert yourselves, lads. It's going to be a pretty easy one for you to do, really. It's not like these guys like fucking ninjas who are going to like try and get in there with grappling hooks, and because you're cavalry, you should be faster than them anyway at walking speed, but then again, I don't think that is the case, so, yeah. Oh, you know what, just bugger it. Just get in there, run in, take them out. I know it's going to cost you a bit of stamina, but you know what? I think really upon the impact of your charging, if you don't use lances and stuff, it's already going to be an absolute, you know, massacre for the peasants, and they'll just run out of morale. Alright, General's starting to take some hits, but none of his units have actually gone down just yet, but that's fine. Right, how are we doing over here? I just wanted to show out this charge really just makes it through. Just take down that unit of peasants, please. Just do it as quick as you can. Come on, come on, come on. Lovely view, by the way, of the castle that you get here. It's very, very pretty. Alright. Oh, actually, you guys do get spears. You don't get lances, but you have spears, so yeah, they're good enough to deliver a nasty impact to your charge. And there we go, right in that unit of peasants, already shaking them up. Alright, keep stirring up some trouble and see if you can move into the next unit. Just, you know, do what I like to call the, I don't know, the force charge or something. Just give both units some, just give them both barrels. Simple as that, really. Okay, archers, how are we getting on over here? The armoured sergeants are just about gone now. The general's bodyguard is actually, he's lost 7 men. Good job, lads. Right. What is the biggest unit left now? It's pretty much all peasants. I think they're out of knights. Or these, yeah, we've got very few knights. So one of you just keep playing with knights. One of you just keep playing with the armoured sergeants. And you keep playing with him. So you there, you here, and you just start trying to clean up some of their peasants. Right. Hobilars, how are we doing? Right, you've taken some of them out. Just quickly run into that other unit. I know you're already losing a bit of morale and a bit of, you know, energy and some numbers, because, oh, well, I guess the peasants have forks or something, so I guess it can slightly stand up to you, but yeah, once you get these guys out...
The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base curve. The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Alright, Hobilars, you have fun with those peasants. See how many of them you can kill. I'll just be over here now, just wiping out the main Sicilian army, which sounds like a bit of a overstatement considering what they sent against us, which is, you know, these losers. Oh well, we'll just keep doing what we can with them, you know. How's that general's bodyguard? It's down to 23 units. He was on 40 at the beginning of this battle, and my longbow men have now cut his unit down by nearly half. Oh, what a sad day to be that general. He is not having the best time of his life. I guess he was trying to win favour in the Sicilian court with this little attack, and now it's all gone horribly wrong. By the way, those dismounted Norman knights are still in somewhat numbers, so how about we get rid of those guys now, please? Just because I don't like them. Oh, yeah, there
Only
we go.
half the enemy force remains.
Good going. Hobilars, by the way, good job. Some of them are escaping, but you can get rid of them. Well, actually, the stuff you... Nah, don't bother. Hobilars, you've done a fantastic job today, and Longbowmen are now, in fact, out of ammo. They have done everything they can, so Longbowmen, thank you for your service. You have... Well, let's face it, there's not a lot of enemies left for my men to kill now. Make your way back to the castle and await further orders, but for now, you lot, move forward and deliver the killing blow. Mailed Knights, if you could please just make your way around the flank, you will duel the general. Still, what is left for me to deal with? There is 1 armoured sergeant, 3 Norman knights, a few peasants. This unit got cut down to 28, so not a lot of them left. They do look kind of threatening with some of their helmets, by the way. Like, those guys do have a pretty good helmets, but yeah, I think we can bring them down. We've still got some peasants here, but the peasants are not really my concern. They will fall, and they will fall quite easily. So how are we going to partition it? You move into this unit here, you move into this unit here, you move into this unit here. Everything else will just kind of try and fall into you, but look, lads, get in there, charge them down, and finish the fight. Knights, where are you at? Get yourselves up, around, and into the enemy general, please, and finish him off. There we go. Game over for you today, Sicily. You tried and you failed, and I'll be coming to take your island at some point, because I think I'm supposed to going to take your Mediterranean holdings, because I would quite like them, and I kind of need them. Right, General, I know you're kind of having a hard time flanking today, but you know what you've got to do. Get in that general's bodyguard and kill him off, please, or just attack some peasants. Well, I guess you could push them to a rout, but look, there's only 11 units in the general's bodyguard left. It should be a no-brainer. Get in there, bring them down, and, well, the rest is history. Right, how are we doing against those Norman Knights? They're really trying it out on with me, but as it stands, my units have held up quite fine. This unit's lost a fair few because there was a few Norman Knights left, and yeah, I guess they are technically a superior unit, but at the same time, they're not having a fun time of it right now. I mean, General's trying to do a run of her. I don't like that. Knights are already trying to catch him, so that's fine. See if we can catch him, and if we can bring him down. All the other, all the other Sicilian units, they're just trying to fight it out to the end, but as it stands, it's a rout. Okay, lads, there's just 1 unit of peasants trying to get back in a battle. Try and bring them down. They're the only unit that's really going to keep this battle going on any longer, but yeah, this Sicilian general, unfortunately, Vitale, you have made a vital mistake, and, well, you must now pay the price for it. And I know you're having a bit of fun there, cleaving down some of my mailed knights. Yeah, I don't like it when you do that, and it's annoying that you have done that, but you know what? My guy just basically just went there and tried to lock your horse's head off, and we're going to keep trying to do it. You can't mafia your way out of this one. Because compared to me, you're a level 1 crook.
Press onward.
And I'm a level 35 boss of this area. Right, you lot keep moving in, and yeah, the enemy general's just going to try and run away. Lads, if you can catch him, it would be brilliant, but if not, well, we basically won this one anyway. In fact, it looks like we have caught up with him. Good. Bring him down. I see him there. We're faster than him because we're lighter than him. Ooh, wow.
We've captured the enemy's general. That'll teach the cowardly dog to turn tail and run.
You sure we captured him? I think we outright killed him there.
Leisure.
I think we snapped his neck with that move. Oh, well, whatever. Right, he's down. We're going to chase down whatever's left. In fact, some peasants decided that they want to come back in a battle and have another go at it, but, well, it's not going to end well for him. In fact, the knights are now on their way just to finish it off. Let whatever's fleeing flee. Their captured general will fetch a very nice ransom, which I will be hoping the Sicilians will pay up. Take a few more prisoners if you can, please.
Press the attack.
There we go. Whatever more prisoners we can do, we'll just add more to the total fee that the Sicilians will have to pay up. Which in a way sounds like it wouldn't be a good idea because, well, number one reason why my ransoms don't get paid is because I always demand too much money. I don't really get a lot of choice in how much I can demand because it seems like the monetary values for all units was set at the beginning of the campaign anyway, but oh well. Anyway, let's just get rid of these guys. Come on, you know what you're doing.
This
there we
is
go.
a
Good
clear
job, lads.
victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Fantastic. Right, look at that. Enemy army wiped out. 54 of my men had to kick the bucket, but you know what? I think the majority of them were Hobilars. Longbow men, once more, they're shredded. And quite rightly so, they get experience. So, one of them get experience. Some mailed knights also get experience. And the Hobilars got experience. Well done, Hobilars. And let the boy win his spurs. Yeah, alright, let him win them. Oh, come on, Vitale. Are you really not worth that much money? Oh, well, you know what? I could always use an extra 1,693 florins here and there.
Us for profit. You are wise, Lord.
I'm very wise, but let's see how much you're really valued by your faction. Oh, they paid him off. Thank you.
Ours, sire.
Unfortunately, you have no way off the island. So you're still... Oh, yep, he died. Oh, he died in transit. Oh, well. Thanks for the money, at least. I guess I accidentally broke my word. He could have just gone up there, and I would have, like, you know, taxed him out. But, oh, well, I guess I can't do extradition here. Well... Actually, you know what? It's actually Sicily's fault, because their fleet abandoned them. Yeah, they didn't have a backup plan. Silly Sicily. And we'll deal with Silly Sicily on the next episode, my friends, or we'll be dealing with other factions, but until then, that is where we must call it an episode. So I do hope you've enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one, but until then, have a lovely evening, my friends.